Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. Yeah, we have a few updates here on the Cardano chart. A nice upside today. You can see here on the chart when we broke out of this structure, we had some significant move up. What you usually get when you break out of a pattern, there is first a bit of a rally. Yeah, so we had that, but that means that the imminent scenario here that we have on the chart gets a bit less likely. Overall, the wave count is still correct and is still happening, but I just have to restructure it a little bit, and I want to do it in this video. So we take those imminent arrows out now. And you know what I had before on this chart was that the wave 1 started here and that the wave 4 finished up here in this kind of triangle shape. And then we had a 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I already told you in the previous video that if we don't get down now here fairly swiftly, then it is very realistic that this here is a wave 3 because it just takes too long. The alternative would be that this is still a wave 2, but it would be a massive wave 2. Also find that quite unrealistic. Therefore, we go and restructure that a little bit. I already talked about the potential before, and it basically becomes then the wave count that I had for some other cryptocurrencies as well, where we actually label this triangle differently. Yeah, so where we actually had here the wave A. The wave A of that triangle starting here, just to get a bit of orientation here in the chart. The wave B is here. Bear in mind, with a triangle at the opposite side of the wave E, you would normally exit that triangle. Wave D here at the low, which was just here on the 24th of May. And that we then had the wave E to the upside. I think this is the wave count I also had for Ethereum, and that in the current instance I find that just more realistic. And this is the wave E here ended at 53.2 cents. So we shouldn't really, in that current scenario, go higher than that, because even if we go higher than that, I would have to label it like the Bitcoin one, the alternative one. And I will show you that in a minute, but at the moment I'm going to go with this. A lot changed here overnight, therefore I keep it like that at the moment. But yeah, what does that mean? That would mean that down here we completed then the wave 1, so we came down here from the wave E to the downside in a wave 1, and it currently makes sense to me that this is a wave 2, that we will then have the wave 3 down, the wave 4 up, and the wave 5 down in the end. Yeah, so that this is currently what I find most likely, or this is actually what we have to go with now until it gets invalidated. And I give you the key resistance points and invalidation points in a minute. For me, the downward pressure is still very much there, and we should not understand the current move to the upside here as bullish. You know, we had something similar here from that wave 3 to that wave 4. Oh no, the wave 4 actually ended here now. No, from the wave 3 here to that wave W, massive increase. And this just happens. It just happens. So we can count this also then as an A, B, C. Yeah, we're currently here in a wave C, which makes sense as well. And in the wave C, my view would be that we have completed waves 1, 2, and 3 now, and we would still get wave 4 and 5. Now the problem is that we've already come up quite a lot in the wave 4. So why have we done that? It's basically because you can label, just quickly show you, because we can label after this wave 1, which will be here. I would argue the wave 1 was having its wave low down here. Then we had an A, a B, basically again an overshooting or undershooting wave B. This here is the wave C, and we can count this here, and that is the reason why I start here, because this is a so-called leading diagonal pattern. Yeah, in a wave C you would start with a wave 1, and this is how it starts, leading diagonal in a wave 1. Then we had the wave 2 down here, and this would now be the wave 3, which is currently going on here. And we're waiting for a bit of a correction before we can start the wave, well, in a wave 4, and then before we start the wave 5. Now the problem is the wave 5 cannot be long. Yeah, it should not go above this invalidation point at 53.2 cents. So this is basically imminent, isn't it? So I think we have actually good chances to actually break that, especially if I expect Bitcoin to go a little bit higher. Now, If this is going above that, then yeah, we need to expect higher prices for this. And if we take a look at that, what could we expect then? It would just probably mean that the wave 4 will retrace a little bit more. And if we take a look here at the Fibonacci retracement levels, let's see how far did actually that wave 4 already retrace. Well, see, it has not even reached the 38.2% Fib level. So we could even, and that is what I said for Bitcoin as well, we could even now, if we then have to modify this whole wave count, and it might then just be as simple in the end as an ABC pattern, an overall ABC, so something like A, B, C. This is what I have on the chart now for Bitcoin. I think this is actually what it might end up being if we break above 50, what did I say, 53.2 cents. Then yeah, we can argue that this will probably be the most likely scenario, and that would probably end then in the region between the 38.2% Fib level and the 50% Fib level, so between 64.8 and 72.8 cents, but only if we break above 52.3 cents. And bear in mind, if anybody decides to do that and go long here, make sure you use a stop loss, because at the moment we are in a wave 4, and even if the wave 4 gets extended, it's a corrective wave and you would go long against the trend. Yeah, if you have a short time horizon, that might not work out and is high risk. I always try to trade with the trend. So this is currently what we have here, that situation. So we might really end up in that 38.2% to 50% Fib level range. That's something that I need to observe very closely. Overall, at the moment, I can't see that correction ending yet. Yeah, I don't think we have seen here the absolute low for ADA yet. I think if we have, would be fantastic for everybody, but I don't think we have yet. I think we will still, even if we go into this area here, in a possible wave C over wave 4, even here we would then get exhausted and turn around again, yeah, based here on the Elliott wave count. There is just, I mean, we need to understand on the lower time frames, the scenarios regularly get invalidated because, you know, there is just so much volatility. The medium and the longer term ones, it takes very long, and they often really work out, as they did or have been doing for the last 6 months. So that's why here on the short term we are currently we need to modify it a little bit, but at the moment this scenario still suggests we are still here in a working downtrend, an unfolding impulse to the downside. We need to be aware that also here we have a trend line that we can draw. So if I draw that a bit more accurately, we've actually just touched the trend line. Now it will be very interesting to see, do we actually break this trend line? I think only if we break this trend line, then we would invalidate also this triangle pattern. So this trend line is currently just at 52 cents. So if we break it, I think there is no problem for the price to get to that 53.2 cent level invalidation point. And then obviously we need to go with a higher level ABC pattern. For now, this is all still working out as it is on the chart here at the moment. You could even draw it probably in some kind of a channel, or maybe even beginning of a descending wedge or something. So we need to see. That is something that will be more evident and more clear in the next few days and weeks, I guess. So yeah, this is how I see ADA at the moment. Very interesting, good upside today, but in my opinion, all still just corrective, which means that it will be followed by an impulsive move down. Now, the only question that is what the market will need to tell us, do we turn around here now at this important resistance level? Will we turn around at the wave E high at 53.2, or do we break it and go actually higher? So these are the 3 levels, or the 2 levels to watch out for. As soon as this level gets broken here at 53.2, I think we can expect some more upside. Bear in mind, not in a straight line, there will also be resistance levels along the way, like the wave C high here at 56 cents and the wave A high at 61.2 cents. And bear also in mind that the wave 4 has done the minimum it needs to do in terms of its retracement. So 23.6% Fib level it did reach at 54.9 cents. So it has done what it needs to do in a wave 4 retracement as well. So the wave 4 is very difficult at the moment. So I would just wait at the moment until we have more clarity, because you have these periods in the charts. Okay, and that is my view here about Cardano. Hopefully you liked the update about Cardano. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.